We will get to Sam Howell here in a second, but we're going to start this video off with good old Ron Rivera, who is just collecting all the accolades on his way out of the NFL. And just every single game that we play, we are a part of some type of history, and on the wrong side of it. Today, Brock Purdy became the passing leader, season passing leader for the San Francisco 49ers. And yet again, Ron Rivera just getting his ass kicked on the way out of the NFL, looking straight up pathetic in the first half. At the end of the first half, he doesn't call the timeouts there. You're getting called out by the announcers. The announcers of the football game are saying, why is Ron not taking timeouts here? Like, this guy is just senile. He's out of it, bro. He doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can clap for it. We saw him clap today. That was different. That was a little different. I don't know. But besides that, this guy is god awful. He's terrible. How do you not call timeouts at the end there? You let all that time run off the clock, and we were actually in the game. It's not like we were getting our ass kicked. We were in the game. The game was tied up until that part, right there before half. And today in this game, I thought our defense and our most of our team stepped up and rose to the occasion and played up to the potential of the team that we played, which was a really good team. Early in the game, today was probably one of the better games we've seen John Allen play, which we've been sitting here talking about him all season long. Where is he at? Him and Deron Payne had a decent day today. We have so many backups out there, and they were keeping us in the game. And then Ron Rivera does whatever he can to screw us over and not give Sam Howell a shot there before halftime. Do you think that Terry McLaurin can't take a slant to the house for 75 yards? Do you really think that's completely out of the cards? You think that's a zero possibility of that happening? Why not try to give us a shot? And then on the flip side, if you're scared of giving us a shot, if you're scared of Sam Howell going out there and trying to get us some points there before halftime with no timeouts and limited time and all that, you're the one who put these dudes out on the field. So you don't trust and believe in your team. You don't trust and believe in the people that you handpicked and brought here and put there, and are those ones who are putting them out on the field. So which is it? It just doesn't make any sense. Now the Sam Howell. This game, just the way that this game went today was like a perfect shining example of who Sam Howell is this season. He came out, started okay, got better and got better, started throwing the ball at Terry McLaurin, started looking really good, started showing us some promise, and then just crashed and burned in the second half. It just got worse and worse and got worse and got worse and got worse. There at the end, my God, after he already has 2 interceptions, there at the end, he's rolling out to the left and almost throws the ball right, he almost throws the ball right to the defender on the 5-yard line. He almost threw an interception. This dude's racked up some of the dumbest shit I've seen in a long time, bro. He just has too many. I have now realized from this game, he gets flustered and he can't calm himself down. He can't calm down and be calm in the pocket. Today, there was definitely times where the offensive line wasn't great, but he also had a lot of time in the pocket at times. You saw it. Today was a perfect example versus a really good team, versus a really good defensive line, and we have a mismatch, random people on the offensive line. You saw it with the throw to Terry, and he can do it. You can play from the pocket that you're given here today. And he's just been flustered and he's been inaccurate. The interception, I think the second interception, the one that he throws when Terry's down there, when he throws the ball, I don't hate the decision. It's Terry one-on-one with this other dude, but he gets rushed in the pocket and he throws a wildly inaccurate pass way to the inside. He gets super inaccurate. Whenever he feels any type of pressure, he gets super inaccurate. And that's where all this is stemming from, is he cannot stay poised in the pocket. And I don't know why. There's times where, and the thing, what's so perplexing and crazy about it is there's times where he does hang in the pocket and does show poise and does make plays. So it's just so crazy to see him go from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde so quick, back and forth between that. It's just inconsistent. And if you're a Howler, if you're somebody who wants Sam Howell, and the thing is, in my last video, or in the video the drunk video where I made a drunk rant about Sam Howell. In that video, what did I say? I said, all I really want to judge Sam Howell on for the rest of the season is he sat there and watched Jacoby Brissett throw the ball at Terry McLaurin. Does Sam Howell learn from that and realize that Terry McLaurin's a star, throw him the football? Does he realize that? And then today in the first half of this game, I'm sitting here thinking like, if he keeps doing this, you know, who knows? Maybe we could just bring him back. And then sure enough, in the second half, stop throwing the ball at Terry McLaurin. That just went away. That just went away real quick. You know, just, and things went downhill from there. And like I was about to say, if you're someone who's rooting and pulling, I mean, nobody wants to see somebody not succeed. We want to win. I wanted to win today. There was people, you know, I see people online saying, people were scared that Jacoby Brissett was going to play today and win today. Man, when I'm sitting there in the game and we're tied with them, I'm like, let's beat these dudes. Let's freaking win. I'm tired of losing. I wanted to win. You know, and if you're someone who wants Sam Howell to succeed and you want him to be back here next year, it's just too hard that we're going to have such a high draft pick that the next people coming in here aren't going to just take a chance on a quarterback. And when they do that, that's kind of all they wrote or she wrote for Sam Howell, man. And he's not doing himself any favors. His destiny is in his hands right now. He threw the ball at Terry McLaurin today, saw it work out. He can do it. It's up to him, man. It's nothing. We're just sitting here talking. We can't be out there and help him. Does he throw the ball at Terry McLaurin? Does he make plays? Is he throwing the ball right? And there should have been another pick earlier in the game. He threw the ball right and hit this defender right in his helmet, right in his face mask. Like, is he doing what he needs to do? And he showed he can do it. In the first half, he played pretty well. He stood in the pocket at times, and when the pocket was collapsing on him, he stepped up in the pocket and threw the ball down the field. He showed he can do it, but then he just gets so flustered and so scared at times. And I get that, like, you know, he's been hit and stuff this season, but it's just like Jacoby Brissett stood in there and threw the damn ball down the field, bro. Like, I just don't know what else there is to tell you. Brock Purdy is out there playing at a high level, and I know that he has a much better team around him, but he's still standing in there. He's still throwing dots down the field. Like, Brock Purdy, the last pick in the freaking draft, can play football. Can Sam Howell play football or not? And we're here in a shitty situation because we aren't freaking sure, dude. We aren't sure. And if we're not sure, we have to go into the draft being not sure about Sam Howell, which means we're going to have to draft a quarterback. So if you are someone who likes Sam Howell, too bad. He's not helping you. He's not helping himself. He's not helping the team. I don't know what else to say. Today, he did get help in the run game. Today, we did run the ball pretty well during the middle part of the game, and that's when we had the most success. And Brian Robinson had a hell of a game, and even Antonio Gibson had some good runs, and that's what our offense should be looking like. But what people fail to realize is people keep saying we don't know who we are as a team, but we do. We know who we want to be. We know who Eric Bieniemy wants us to be. He wants us to be the Chiefs. And what are the Chiefs? They're a pass-first team. They're a pass-happy team. You throw the ball, and then the run shows up. Then you switch to the run, and then you're fucking them up in the run. That's what we want to be. That's who our identity should be. That's what we want to be. But when Sam Howell ain't throwing the fucking ball down the field, if he can't throw the fucking ball, then we can't run the ball. So then when we actually had success, in our first drive, we came out, threw the ball 3 times. Didn't work. Our second drive, probably our best drive or whatever, I think it was one of our best drives. First, second, or third drive, we come out, start running the ball. Brian Robinson starts running motherfuckers over. Then Sam Howell looks all right. But the thing is, we want to be a pass-first team. And it's proven, where the hell did the, what have the Titans ever fucking done? Being a run-first team. And I love running the ball. It's a very important aspect of the game, but I've had to realize times have changed. It's the teams like the Chiefs, who are a pass-happy, pass-first team, are winning the Super Bowl. And that's what Eric Bieniemy is trying to do and change the culture, and people don't freaking get it. Can Sam Howell play the position or not? Can he throw the ball down the field or not? Can we be the team that we need to be to win the fucking Super Bowl? Eric Bieniemy sitting here thinking about the fucking Super Bowl, and Ron Rivera and these other people don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're about to get kicked out of the fucking league. They're about to never be coaching again. And Eric Bieniemy's sitting here saying, I just came from a team that was winning the Super Bowl, and I know what they did, and I know this recipe how to do it. Can Sam Howell do it or not? We need to figure that shit out. And so far, we haven't figured shit out. And everybody gets super angry at Eric Bieniemy for not running the ball and shit. He has rings. He understands what it means to win a fucking Super Bowl and how their people are doing it in the NFL right now. And he's throwing Sam Howell out there to see can he fucking do it or not. Because if he can't, then we need to start looking for someone who can. Because we know how to win a Super Bowl now. It ain't by running the fucking ball. It's by passing the ball and passing the ball and passing the ball. And then the run comes open. And that's what we've been trying to do all year. That's who we've been trying to be. But we can't throw the fucking football because Sam Howell fucking sucks, dude. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what else to tell you, dude. He's not that good. I don't know. At least you know, I was sitting here. He's just inconsistent. He's just inconsistent. There's times where he's great, but he's just not good enough times. That's it. That's pretty much all I got to say. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens next week. I actually am kind of glad that Sam Howell played today because that would have been a bad look if that Jets game was his last game. That would have been a really bad look. And this wasn't a great look either, but this was much better than his last few weeks. He went back to showing some promise today. And also, how about Jacoby Brissett? Man, I was just praising. Everyone was just praising Jacoby Brissett for. Man, did you hear the stuff that he said to Sam Howell? He was like, "Don't let this moment define you, and you know you're gonna come back at this. You're gonna come back to this, and we're gonna laugh about it. You know, down the road when you succeed and all that, you're gonna look back at this and be like, oh man, I got over that hump or whatever, and being like such a professional. And then this motherfucker went out here and had 5 drives coming out off the bench to back up Sam Howell and scored 5 times. And then when they said, hey, you know, we're going to start you versus the 49ers, he was like, nah, I'm not going to mess up my worth. He's a free agent. So he's sitting here saying, I looked real good there in those last few games. And that's what people are going to look at me and see the tape on that coming up this off season when I'm about to get paid again. I'm not going to go out there and play the 49ers and get fucked up. Just when I was praising that dude for being like such a good sport and everything, he went and just did Sam Howell dirty like that, bro. He was like, I ain't going out there. I ain't doing that. I'm not, you know, he just played his ass off there the last 2 weeks. And then he's going to be looking for some money here because of that. And he really said, oh man, my leg, my hamstring, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can go. That man's trying to make some money, dude. I mean, you can't hate it, but he just threw Sam Howell under the bus a little bit more there. I mean, but it's probably the best that Sam Howell went out there and got the reps anyway. But that's all I got for the video, guys. There's not really much else to say. You know, it was nice actually being in the game for a while. I thought by halftime, like Christian McCaffrey was gonna have like 4 touchdowns and would have been benched and shit. We were actually kind of in the game, and that's because yet again, I feel like the team, especially the defense, they rose to the occasion. They were like, we're playing the 49ers, and they're a good-ass team. They might even be going to the Super Bowl and shit. And you could tell that they wanted to match their intensity. You could tell that they wanted to not get embarrassed. And then they could only hold on for so long. And that was the game. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Hail to the Commanders. Peace.